Right, we can't possibly leave this place until it's under our control. Might be worthwhile to send troops there from here. I mean, what's the point of sitting in a city that is not under any threat here when we could use extra troops here immediately? Produce additional troops here so the defending force here can basically just leave and there's no downside to it really. They do have some troops moving about but nothing major, so it's okay to go. These forces will arrive before the on the next turn I can get close enough to support the hero if things get desperate. This army needs to move actually immediately. For fuck's sakes. Rolar, you seem to think highly of Ella, and you have gone to great lengths to aid her. Tell me, how did you meet her? At the time, Ella was still being treated as a guest, and the head of a powerful family in Akhenaton had invited me to his palace. I spoke with Ella on many occasions. We grew close, but I refused Akhenaton's request for help. They decided to strike without us and forced Ella alone. I knew I had to stop them and get Ella back. My apologies for keeping this secret. I didn't know if I could trust you or not to harm her. Yeah, fuck you game. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I was trying to immediately move the troops so they could protect the city, and no, I have to endure this bullshit dialogue, so I can't move my troops. God damn son of a bitch. I knew the second it started that they're gonna screw me over because of it. Okay, disintegration is no expenses spared. I'm hoping one of the disintegrations will hit. The rest are troubles, but not that troublesome. The peace trouble is big trouble. Still, multiple sphinx isn't exactly trivial. Ensnared in a net. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Charm. Well protected. What exactly do I want to achieve? Disintegration is nice, but spamming it blindly isn't going to lead us to any successful results. Fuck you, game! 50-50 chance and it doesn't work. The sorcerer is dead. Doesn't matter as long as we survive. But I don't think we have a chance to throw any spells anymore. I should have killed the attackers. Although the 4 is one range attacker. Yeah, we'll probably have to load. Just so I can get the additional troops here. Yeah, nothing works. We'll have to adopt a safer strategy. We will try to kill off targets that are almost guaranteed to be destroyed by some type of disintegration. I'm not sure why I even bother doing this. Just give it up. Right, let's see if we can actually get the troops near the city this time before the game fucks me over again. Can't do it. Get cock blocked by the game. Our goal is to reduce the number of enemy units that can act here. I'm also thinking we are probably better off trying to fight outside the wall, because the webbing will basically try something every turn. If I fight inside here, we'll have to give up that advantage. One Sphinx down. That'll happen before the sorcery dies. We can kill the other with the main hero. Can we though? 20% chance did not work. They're gonna get a lot of free attacks. Fire Elemental is pretty much incapable of harming me. I have too much fire protection. The Sphinx will die if I attack. Oh, even a ballista. Right. need to kill the Sphinx. But I don't want the Eldritch Horde to be able to attack me. Right, we can safely ignore the elemental. I need to basically lure them also. We'll fight outside the range here. To get outside. At the same time, I need to pull as much distance as possible against the Eldritch Horde. Now comes the riskiest time of this. I don't think I can do much. Right, he'll get 3 full attacks against me and I can defend against them. Actually, yeah, I'm dead. Because I can't do anything at all for multiple turns. I should have killed the fire elemental earlier. Yeah, we're in a bad spot now. Bad spot. Fucking forced dialogue. We'll have to kill the... It's actually a little bit of different target selection will fix things. We don't need to kill the support casters, we need to kill the things that come over the wall. And there's no point really rushing in there either. The sorcerer might be able to do more by doing that. That is all. Anything that comes over the wall is a threat. Simply because they take away my turns. Is there a better option here? No, not even close. Well, we could get Star Blade, so we'll do more damage. That's not a bad thing. I'll do it on the next turn. If I would have done a few points of extra damage, elemental damage, I could have killed the fire elemental earlier than I did. A single enemy can't really pin me down, we need 2 for that. We need 4 attacks. Have a bitch can flank me. I think we should we need to weaken the guys coming over the walls. It doesn't particularly matter who it is. So we can take them out faster once they actually jump over. No point staying here. Star blades. We do need to move away from the wall so the support units can't keep flanking us. I'll have to do a sort of a controlled withdrawal, so we can keep doing range damage to them as long as possible without them being able to let us down. Any look thing that kills the Eldritch Horror earlier. Yeah, we're doing quite a bit more damage, maybe about 3 to 4 points per hit. Can't do anything anymore. We need one of them to die as quickly as possible and shoot in the fire elemental. Eldritch Horror. Yep. Massive amount of extra damage on the Eldritch Horror. I should have moved first before firing. Got overly eager because I know I can't lose this anymore. These guys can't really pin me down the same way the LA guys could. I have no idea what the hell I'm trying to do now. We could get the apparent mystics. We should try to get them. Any extra unit here? Why didn't he cast things on me earlier? It's not like it's gonna make much of a difference here, but still. I'd actually prefer the apprentices if it's possible. Just checking if there are other charm abilities that I'm not seeing on the list. No, it's gonna be just a standard issue murder in this case. I'm gonna go and get another level up. I'm one experience point away from level up with the main hero. Even if I just use a charm ability on this guy, it will be enough to get the level up. How the hell is this out of range? Level 18. Plenty extra points to spend. I don't really have points places where to put it. I could take some extra heals, but considering what the opponents we've faced, hit points, defenses and resistances would help the most. Maybe extra melee damage, so basic stats. Melee is cheap at this point, hit points aren't that expensive. Bonded Slayer, I don't think so. Maybe melee and some minor benefit. Light protection? Well, it's not like we couldn't use it. Right, domain invasion. Quest. Walking Dead are haunting our domain. Yeah, sure, whatever. Keep producing guards. Great Temple, excellent. That's maximum mana increase. City. Ooh, ass mutt. Ass dog, I presume. Officer tribute. We'll take gold so we can basically push the upgrades. Domain invasion. Right. I don't want to get into this mess here. Even if we need a more realistic fighting scenario before I push it. A single stack probably isn't good enough there. Trying to always settle for a single stack is it's okay for normal difficulty usually. With on hard, I think two stacks is pretty much the minimum. For serious fighting, one is for scouting purposes, exploration in general. Right, there was some kind of quest here. Right. I think I'll lead this group to patrol the areas in the southwest section. Precisely because these type of little things seem to pop up from time to time. So it's good to have a stack of units here to respond to these. We'll pull back a little bit and protect our own troops. They should be fairly well protected against archery attacks. However, we have hunters, so we might have some undead slaying ability or other on them. No, they're just good archers. Yeah, we'll tie them up. Nothing too fancy. Everyone has gold medals already. So this is probably just a little bit of cash or a unit. We could use an extra unit in this army. And I don't need gold particularly. We should try to get Arvid to a higher level if nothing else. It's clear that we can push things to something like level 20 and Arvid's level 13. That's pretty weak. Go and kill them. Yeah, their maximum health was reduced by 40. Okay, that's vastly more useful than doing 40 points of damage. Ooh, 5 points of damage. We can easily flank you. sort of want to just kill his troops here. Okay. Good situational check here. Okay, his leader is here. He has a couple of OK units, but I don't see anything particularly interesting or dangerous here. At the same time, I'm not interested in rushing in there either. This would probably end the campaign because I would get his throne city and the hero at the same time. But we are playing a character who probably is our hero in the next mission, who is at least 7 levels below where he probably should be at the start of the next mission. So I'm looking to pick fights. Also anything that increases mana. The hinge. Okay, what is this? The hinge. I need to know if the final version of that actually increases my maximum mana or not. Right, Archery Dome. Megalith. Yep, it does. That's our goal. Horned God. Extra casting power. So we can cast Horn Gods. Yeah, I don't give a shit about your frost elementals anymore. Tier 4, 100 points of health, melee strike, befriend animal, cold lightning. Costs about 36 mana per turn, so extra mana from all sources would be a good thing at this point. Yeah, that's fine. Any mana source is good. Wolf coin. Reduction increased by 40%. Honor to join your great empire for 125 gold. I don't know if I want that, but mainly because I need to start upgrading and worry about the defenses and all that. I don't actually care. But at the same time, this is a piece of shit village at the ass end of everything. So if I don't start upgrading this, it will never grow into anything useful. We have a defensive force here. Yeah, just sit tight. This is nothing. Don't want to sit here and wait. Same time, where to go? There's no real good target for us close by. Suppose we could go out and take over that one. I would imagine this is a high priority target for them. Construction resources. I think we'll stay here until the conversion has been guaranteed. Could go big the extra resources, I guess. But since we're here, I might as well see what's at the edge of here. Pretty much nothing. Heart of the tropics. I'm not afraid of their attacks. They don't have enough of a high quality hitting force that I would have to worry about it. They're asking for our aid in vaccinating. He's trying to disjunct this. I don't really care. We're gonna be using up our mana resources very quickly at this point. It'll come back after these things have the construction has settled. Currently every structure is also eating up mana. Retreat 5, thanks. Basically because it also increases my max mana, leading to push that higher. I think the first Torn God has to come to this group. We can then have a sufficient force to try to retake that city. Do I have a timer on that? Abort the abomination, yeah, enters. What the hell is this? Ah, these. 3, I don't know even know what the hell those are, but they look weak as hell, all the hell. Let's go and kill them. Merfolk dwelling with a population of 40,000. That's a tough fight, I don't want to start that. This is the most meaningless fight we could have, but at least it wraps up this quest. Yeah, they're very weak, but they have teleportation capabilities. They have no chance of killing anything I have, and the moment they try to come and attack us through teleportation, they'll help. So this should be an easy, quick fight. I think this is a 3-mission campaign. I'm basing this solely on the
high amount of levels we get per map, I don't see. I mean, if we're at level 20 or maybe even higher after this mission, there's not much room there. It's basically 10 levels per mission. So this would be another short 3-map campaign. I'm not a huge fan of these, assuming that's actually the case. But they're not. On the positive side, I have no real complaints about the maps, not even in the Golden Realms expansion. It's just 3 missions is not good enough for a story. There's no arc really, because not much happens. The story develops in basically a couple of dialogues in when you kill a faction. Yeah, no one is playing this shit for the story, but still, there's a difference between not giving a shit at all or and at least putting some kind of effort into it. More or less, I'm sort of it maybe annoys me because you don't really get to develop your factions all that much. The moment you sort of start to get into it, the game and the story is over, and that was it. I think we could use some spellcasting help here. Lord of the Deep is a fairly respectable unit after all, and we are at a disadvantage numbers wise. I also don't really have any other fight where I could be casting this shit. So that should even the score a little bit. Yeah, let it go either. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we should be able to win this now. We'll have to escape from this place anyway. We'll have to repair shit. Thunderstorm might fire once more, then it'll expire. So we don't have to worry about it too much. Using a lot of magic to try to get the victory out of this. We don't really care all that much. Not really. Have to spread around. Get to better flanking positions. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about the fire. Projectile reflection also apparently nice. So it might be better just go for physical attacks. We're probably gonna take casualties from this one, right? Definitely yes. It's gonna be borderline impossible to win. Unless I use magic. I don't think I care. There doesn't appear to be anything of good interest here for us anyway. Yeah, at least he doesn't have extra crap to throw our way anymore. It isn't enough to kill it. I would have to disintegrate. I don't think that's worth it. Alternatively, I could safeguard this. And then cast spells on him, but I don't think it's worth it. We'll have to consider the fact that they might start attacking us though. So what type of force would we want to counter them with? And it would be the mermaid troops, definitely. I'll also take a go. Probable defeat. He spent all his casting power in the previous fight though. He can't cast shit here. I have what? My 2 heroes here and the main hero. And he's spread into multiple different factions. I think we should ignore the hero for now. We need to kill these guys first. I want to charge in there. Without a doubt they'll come after us. Who wants to cast something? This would probably be the heroes here now. Later on they might not have the chance. They don't have a huge amount of damage sources there, and I sort of want to try to get rid of the Lord of the Deep if I can. Otherwise I'm gonna have to deal with multiple lightning storms. What other special abilities do I have? Petrifying Touch, 35%. I'd rather use the Invoke Death, because even if it fails, it still does a lot of nasty things. It'll drop their max health drastically. Right, 40 health anymore. well within killable range. We'll take a turn or two before these guys can even reach us. At that time, I'm hoping the other group stays over here. At the same time, I am pretty much dead. Because this guy does a massive amount of damage. I guess my lightning weakness, shock weakness, 60%. That killed me. Not much I can do about that. I can heal him, rather I must heal him. Also must... What exactly must I do? Must attack certain targets. The Shredder, no one gives crap about. Lord of the Deep. Sure. This probably helped with the shock weakness too, yeah. Now you need to move first. We are in a bit of a shit. We're not in a good spot. I need him to die if possible. Right, gives me a secure place to fly here too. We'll heal our main hero. Sure if I can survive. I cannot survive. Shit. I vastly overestimated how well I could survive those. It's a lightning weakness. I wasn't aware of how bad it was. Biggest problem with the loss of Arak is that I can't resurrect anything anymore. Immobilize. More importantly, the entire point of doing this fighting was to get the Arvak to extra levels, and he's not gonna get anything by dying in this fight, so I'm aborting this anyway. We'll have to be more careful with the lightning. 60% weakness is a big deal, it's a massive deal. More importantly, I'm not sure why I ignored that. Because Sorcerer's strength is the shock. So how in the hell can I ignore the shock weakness of my forces when I'm going against the Sorcerer? I don't care what happens there. Or here. This is the real deal. We could ignore these and go for the hero. Full 25 hero. Not necessarily a horrible idea. The fighting capability of this group is actually lower. He has a good hero, but I think there's a casting hero for the most part, so if we can get rid of him, sooner the better. Frontline fighters are not going in that direction though. We'll have to stick in together for this turn. Go into guard mode. We'll let Einord Ice Mage cast a spell on this turn. Cannot be affected, cannot be affected. Very ineffective. Magic Wisp would be better. %40 shock weakness. Let's think about this. We should try to seduce targets here and use them as fodder against the other group. This guy can cast 2 spells. Probably Safeguard in a desperate situation too, so we should save these points for now. Stiffened Limb is pretty worthless, but it might be a good way to take care of this main hero. Lower defenses values. Very good to resistances, but defense is nothing special. That's an ungodly amount of damage you take from that. Really want to rush into anything either. Are we gonna get better results by we probably should attack them. Phantasm warriors are very easy to seduce. Okay, one of these has to die. I might have to cast a heal on this guy too, so I'm not sure what I should be doing now. Death probably won't work because the massive resistances he has. Okay, his resistances aren't that massive anymore. Probably should heal my own guys. Except I can't. What exactly do we want to do? 40 points less health, even if the touch fails. It would also end this lightning storm now. Cannot be affected. Okay, that's nice to know at this point. Thanks. Machine and undead units are not affected. Seems like this should affect these, but apparently it doesn't. Nice to know at this point though, very nice. Shit. Might as well go into guard mode. Shit. I don't see how we will lose at this point though. The last lightning storm too. Originates from the Lord of the Deep. You only get one chance to those. I have to attack the node serpent and the waters. You need to get the hell out of here. Here in all, we're gonna be in full retreat for a while, so we can get our battle lines straightened out. I can resurrect the ghouls, so I'm not too worried about them. I don't think there's all that much I can do. We're going to try to take over the Phantasm Warriors. We could try to heal only the Sun Guards. I can't. I don't. They're the only living mate, so I can't use unlit resurrection abilities on them. I have to do it this way. I can't keep resurrecting once per battle. Right. He's not happy, but he can still act as a tank against the enemy. Same thing here. Okay, things look fairly good. Yeah, I don't think they can kill the main hero anymore. Might have to suffer a little bit, but no. Right, we need to get rid of the Phantasm Warriors now. Although they're pretty much dead already. You're bleeding. Eat corpses. Ensnared in a net. Excellent. How to deal with this? The apprentices aren't exactly trivial opponents at this point. Try to heal my own, but I would likely die as a result because the apprentice would kill me. I think my best choice is just go and pick a fight with them directly. Drains out their ability to really do anything. And you will be doing the casting, not sure what you should be doing. Go into disintegration. It's a good chance of success. Do you have seduction? Don't recall who the hell has these abilities anymore. No. Would make a lot of sense if I could eat some undead. I need to heal somehow. The Lord of the Deep is not going to be able to really reach. He can easily kill this one. And we know the Phantasm Warrior can do a lot of damage. If he has to move, he can probably attack once or twice. So I can survive that by tie him up, for example. Right. I can also probably freeze him or sap his movement to the point he can't attack one at once. Oh, right. They have one unit that can move and he's frightened. That's the end of the Phantasm Warriors. Okay, lifesteal, quick and easy. Right, perfect fight. No losses, they lost 10 guys, one of their best army units. I could end this at any moment now. I don't want to. It's the experience, basically. We are so far behind where we should be. Basically only a couple level ups. And the mission hasn't been that long, so I'll head north and try to clear that. We have quests there anyway. We'll leech him out of resource and then come deliver the finishing blow later on. Okay, what did we learn? We probably have an necromantic aura already because of the items we carry, right? We need to increase our own survivability. It's not where it needs to be. Resistance especially is weak. I can't protect myself from the sorcerer abilities we need though. Attacks this unit have a chance to inflict curse. This is actually very good because it's -2 to defense and resistance. -3 to defense. Secondary resurrection spell. I think the inflict curse seems attractive at the moment. We're already blight immune. So basically, the aim is that every time we attack, we massively decrease their resistances. Defense is nice too, but resistance is the one that makes them vulnerable to our special abilities. That's what we really care about. I don't think we can produce much here. We could go for the henge. megalith. The construction here is about as good as it's going to get. Can them absorb fire, looks like. I'm not sure if this army needs to do anything right now. If our LAC is already going north, that should be enough to handle everything that's there. So this might be more prudent to try to focus on strengthening our position here. At least for the time being. Let her run away. Basically, survival increases, please. Shock protection probably isn't a horrible idea, considering what type of fights we're gonna have to have. We need to produce sea units. We might have to face a serious situation there later on. Mermaids, baby krakens, that sort of crap. That's refugees and construction resources. Not sure that's what we want. I mean, it's nice, but I could really use a scout unit here. Race governance. Sphinx bound bonuses. Fire temples 100% cheaper, produce additional 200 gold. I have no idea what a fire temple is. Still, I'm not going to make sphinxes, so I'll take the fire temple. Yeah, that's good enough. Mermaids are very good units. I think there was a better version of them. Druidry 6. This is our portable siege engine with shock protection 100%. Yeah, this is the perfect counter for the sorcerer unit. A tangle strike too, spark. This is a tough one to counter. Minor quest of no consequence. Siren Run. Yep, sirens were good units. We were gifted 711 gold. So we should aim for the Grand Temple, I guess. There's not much else we can build here. Fire Temple. This will produce extra gold. Okay. We need to aim for that city first. We have a quest there. Try to get our moral up here. Also, go for the Grand Palace, requires hospitals and the like. Druidry 7. I had the recollection that Druidry or spellcasting research ended at 5 for some reason. That's probably from other Age of Wonders games. Smut offers tribute. We could use troops. It's probably very small. Yeah, 2 units. Reinforce existing cities. No. Do we have a quest here? Yes, we do. Can you do it? I can offer casting support. I totally forgot about this. I should probably start declining these. I'm not gonna bother doing them. Why accept them? Do you have weaknesses? Blight. Yeah. Blight. Right, I don't think we're gonna get any casualties here. I'll take your mystic. Additional defense force for that city. Just in case there's some kind of major setback. Alternatively here. Yeah, I think this is a better choice. It's on the front lines, and that's the most likely place to face any kind of a counterattack from part of the enemy. What do we have here? 2 units worth considering, maybe 3, 4, 5. So I'm not concerned in the slightest. Closely matched means basically they have no chance in hell. Betrayal, yeah, that's guarantees my victory here. We might whip my ass a little bit. That's it. Our only, well, first and probably only proper rebellion or betrayal fight. That's an interesting mechanic, assuming it actually is a mechanic. So basically, if you fuck up your race relation totally, you are pretty much unable to do defensive fights. I do like the idea. So you can't just basically have a powerful army and have it sit in a city that hates your guts without some negative consequences to it. If you don't take care of them, you are gonna have to pay for it. We're gonna have to heal your ass. What's this? Battering ram, okay. I'm not too eager to try to rush against them. If we have sacrificial units to send their way, why not send the sacrificial units? What's the point of having them if you're not going to use them? Ooh. Do I want to cast anything here? Right, we'll push up from the right side into the city now. And probably clear these fairly quickly. We'll play a cautious defensive game because I don't think they have necessarily a hero alive at this stage, so they can't really be casting that much. And if they do, it's not gonna matter too much. No point taking risks. Right. We're gonna go just with standard attacks for the moment. Having some poop at the sun guard. Pretty sure I have some range attacks. Is that it? They're not gonna kill the Horned God, no matter what you try. They can't really do melee against the trolls either, because they're fearsome trolls. Every time you try to attack them, you risk running away in fear. Yeah, you can probably kill him. We have Entangle Strike too, which is not good for them. Yep. Like, you can probably kill them. Be nice to do it with the actual heroes we want leveling up. You need to do things. Again, no point rushing in if we have nothing to gain. We'll use these guys to harass them enough. Tiger Mystics. Try to handle things with the heroes as much as possible. Secondary hero getting levels would be great too, because he's a sorcerer. I don't know if I want to go with the Chaos Rift option, because it's such a... Once you get to cast that, it's very hard to lose fights. And I'm already playing on normal difficulty, so it would be a great way to quickly put an end to things, so I'll do that. This also makes the fights a little bit dullish, I'd say. Could go here and pick fights. Ooh, you are below half health. That's unhealthy for you. Try healing your own ass. Good luck. Excellent. What are you? Sun Guard. I'm not gonna do anything with that. Really no point getting experience for the Horned God. He's not gonna transfer to future missions. And even 0 experience Horned Gods are more than enough to wrap this. Want to take the risk of getting static shielded, so we'll use what? Bullet damage? Yeah, that'll do. 100 points more to get a level up. $70 points of damage with 2 strikes. Jesus Christ. We might bring the other hero to the mix. I mean, if we get a little bit of extra experience for him, all the better. Needs 100 points too to get anything done though. There's no way I can get all the level ups with the enemies still left in the game though. But it'll be slightly useful. Sphere of protection. 80% protection against physical damage, that would be great too. Inflict stun. Melee and range attacks can cause target to be stunned. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, ability to kill anything with your shitty unit that can try to stun 3 times. In combination with Arvik's ability to lower resistances, that's a fairly viable thing to try. Okay, there's one area here where they still have a stronghold at least, so we'll clean that up. Undead Watcher. Well, it's a tier 3 monster. A lot better than a lot of the other units we have. I'm not a huge fan of the Sun Guard, for example. Right, I don't think we're gonna go anywhere. The fight on water is gonna be tough with these units. We'll have to send out scouts so we don't waste so much time exploring the wilderness. Probably there's clearly resources and treasures still spread in the wilderness. No one has bothered picking up. It does not mean that there's all that many interesting things there though, or fights or anything like that. Yeah, it's done, so it's basically game over. I would mention the sites have been cleared. Some of the resources might have been left behind because they had other things to do. How well do you heal? Probably not all that well, so this should really be part of the main army, but I don't know if I even have a heal ability. I have heal undead ability, which is not exactly the same. I do have fast healing. That's for the unit, not for the army. Okay. I don't particularly want to produce units here, but I suppose it makes sense to have a couple of units. Race governance. Ah, goblin race governance. Okay, so you can have multiple races at the same time. I did not realize this. I don't see why I couldn't think about that though. Lord of the Deep. These are all irrelevant. I'm going to take out the enemy city before I can produce a single unit. Okay. This goes to the army here. Wait a minute. Just in case there's some serious trouble. It'd be great to have a extra floating unit in a sea fight. Especially since we are not fully healed yet. Yeah, a lot of these sites don't really have anything worth building, at least for us. I could do minor well, I will upgrade if we're upgrading. I think I'll end things soon, after I've taken care of this. At that point, I don't think there's really much here. We could send out a few units to scour around for extra sites, like what's in this edge, for example. Possibly nothing, but at the same time... I don't really have a reason not to send something out there to take an actual look. This looks like impenetrable mountain range. Still, it also looks that this could be an opening there. Do we have any troops nearby? Not exactly, but this is close enough. Actually, we do have something closer by. Something that has a lot of mobility, that's also worthless you. Just go there and take a look. Hospital. It's gonna get expensive if I build all of these, but I don't really have anything else to do either. No use for the money. I'm certainly not producing any more troops. We have a respectable force here. At least 3 Lords of the Deep. Do I have anything to gain from this? Not really. It's more of a... because of the fight is there. At the same time, if we do manage to get a few kills there, all the better. There's not much happening here. We can hunt down some wandering monsters, but it doesn't seem worth the time. Okay, probably the final fight we're going to really have here. Probable victory is pretty much guaranteed victory. We could lose some horned gods and things like that. Yeah, we do have to get rid of these quite quickly. Otherwise, it's about 9 turns of lightning strikes to tank. That's something I don't think we can do. I don't have enough healing power to counter that, so we'll have to try to get things to conclude quite a bit faster than that. Also, a lot of these units are in a terrible position trying to fight on a ship. How's your lightning resistance? Weakness. Yep. We're gonna try to disintegrate them after the first turn, but not now. Overall this does a lot of damage, but overall doesn't really matter. I'd like to get the cheetah, the baby Kraken and the Sun Guard. Doesn't seem to be an option. I need to know which of the lords have used their abilities. I'll ignore that one. Already used in battle. So as long as he dies, I think we're in a fairly safe position. Not exactly fully safe, but in a reasonably safe position. Stunned. We can ignore him. Baby Kraken's pretty problematic, but only if we... Only if we bring ships here. Against other units, it's not that great. We could probably kill the Lord of the Deep. But we'll be putting ourselves in a vulnerable spot. They'll kill the god, which is fine. Easily replaceable unit. Might kill my hero too, they certainly have the capability. Yeah. Right, this guy has to die now, otherwise he'll replace the Thunderstorm. Not sure what I want to fire at. Okay, the Wisp is sort of irrelevant. We might want to get rid of it. This is not enough to kill it though. Right, now we're safe. Sort of safe. Not safe at all. Ah, shit. What can you do? Safeguard his ass. Stunned, excellent. Forgot the projectile reflection, almost killed me. They'll kill that one, which is fine. I'll try to kill him. Okay. Not horribly bad. I think we are better off trying to net some of the enemies. It's near to the net, excellent. I'm trying to get Arvik to kill the last guy. Not a bad fight. It was a lot of tough enemies, and we didn't lose anything useful. Nothing that we can easily replace. It's a good city. I think I'll release that vassal. I really don't want to deal with this. On the other hand, we could use the Lords of the Deep on the land. Very good units. Do I want to? Not really. I don't want to bother with it. So we're gonna just leave. Actually, I'll leave things here. So this is at an end already. My only considerations is, can I really push through here into some kind of a hidden treasure area and sending out scouts to maybe locate a couple of areas I haven't yet explored, or resources we haven't collected up. Then we'll finish this.